Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jelly Roll's biggest fear forced his 200-lb weight loss for years. Jelly Roll has been known for his raw honesty, soulful music, and his larger-than-life personality. But behind the fame, tattoos, and chart-topping hits, the country rap star was fighting a silent battle that almost cost him everything. Today, the Grammy-nominated artist opens up about the one thing that terrified him more than anything, a fear so deep it pushed him to lose more than 200 pounds and completely change his life. A rising star with a heavy burden, Jelly Roll, whose real name is Jason DeFord, has never been shy about his past. Born and raised in Antioch, Tennessee, he came from humble beginnings and endured a rough childhood marked by poverty, drugs, and stints in jail. When he broke into the music scene, his fans connected instantly with his vulnerability and authenticity. He didn't just sing songs, he told his story, but even as his career soared, Jelly Roll's health began to crumble. Years of fast food, long nights on the road, and self-neglect had taken a toll. At his heaviest, he weighed more than 500 pounds. While he often joked about it in interviews, deep down, he was scared. That fear only grew stronger when his daughter, Bailey, started getting older. One day, I looked at her and thought, man, if I keep living like this, I'm not gonna be around to walk her down the aisle. Jelly Roll admitted during a podcast interview earlier this year. That was the day everything changed. The wake-up call, it wasn't a doctor or a record label that told Jelly Roll to lose weight. It was his reflection in the mirror and the fear of dying young. My biggest fear wasn't failure or fame. It was not being here for my family, he said. I'd rather lose $1 million than lose another year of my life. That fear turned into motivation. In 2023, after suffering from shortness of breath and constant fatigue during his tour, Jelly Roll decided to take his health seriously for the first time in his life. I couldn't sleep without snoring so loud I'd wake up. I couldn't tie my shoes without losing my breath, he recalled. It wasn't living anymore. He began by cutting out sugary drinks and late-night fast food runs. He hired a nutritionist and slowly replaced junk food with home-cooked meals. But more importantly, he started walking, 1 block at a time. I started walking just to clear my head, he said. At first, it was maybe 5 minutes. I was sweating, my knees hurt, but I kept going. Over time, 5 minutes turned into an hour. Bunny XO's unwavering support behind Jelly Roll's transformation stood one person who never gave up on him, his wife, Bunny XO. The podcast host and YouTube personality has been his biggest cheerleader through every high and low. She believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, Jelly Roll said with emotion. There were nights I wanted to quit. I'd come home after a long show, craving old habits, but she'd be there reminding me why I started. Bunny, who often shares glimpses of their life together online, encouraged him to make small, consistent changes instead of chasing quick fixes. She'd say, "Baby, you didn't get this way overnight, and you're not gonna fix it overnight either," Jelly recalled with a smile. Her words stuck with him. Slowly, his mindset shifted from, "I have to lose weight," to, "I want to live longer." The mental battle losing 200 pounds wasn't just about diet and exercise, it was a mental war. For years, Jelly Roll used food as comfort during times of stress and self-doubt. Food was my addiction before drugs ever were, he confessed. It was how I numbed pain. I'd eat when I was happy, sad, anxious. He began working with a therapist to confront the emotional roots of his eating habits. Therapy saved me, he said. It made me realize I wasn't just feeding my body, I was feeding my insecurities. In interviews, Jelly Roll has often talked about the stigma surrounding men and mental health, especially in the music industry. There's this idea that guys shouldn't talk about their feelings, that we have to be tough all the time, he explained. But that mindset almost killed me. The toughest thing I ever did was admit I needed help. A new lifestyle, not a diet even now. After shedding 200 pounds, Jelly Roll refuses to call his transformation a diet. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change, he said. If I go back to how I used to live, I'll go back to how I used to feel, and I can't let that happen. He still allows himself the occasional cheat meal, but moderation is key. If I want a burger, I'll have one, just not every day, he laughed. It's about balance. The artist also discovered a love for boxing and strength training. When I first started working out, I hated every minute of it, he admitted. Now, it's my therapy. It's where I release all that energy, the stress, the pain, the doubt. The fans noticed Jelly Roll's transformation didn't go unnoticed. Fans began commenting on his slimmer look during performances and red carpet appearances. Social media flooded with messages of support, admiration, and even tears. "I've been watching Jelly Roll since his YouTube days," one fan wrote. "To see him take charge of his health like this makes me so proud. He's proof that it's never too late to change." Another fan added, "He's not just losing weight, he's gaining years with his family." Music with meaning through it all. Jelly Roll's music continues to reflect his personal evolution. His recent songs like "Need a Favor" and "Save Me" carry even deeper emotional weight now that fans know the struggles behind them. "I used to write songs about pain," he said. "Now I write songs about healing." He credits his fans for keeping him accountable. "When people come up to me and say, 'Your music saved my life,' it hits me. But what they don't realize is, they saved mine too. Every time someone shares their story, it reminds me to keep going." Looking toward the future today, Jelly Roll says he feels better than he has in decades. He's performing with more energy, sleeping better, and, most importantly, showing his daughter that change is possible. "I want Bailey to see that no matter what mistakes you've made, you can always turn your life around," he said proudly. "If her old man can do it, anybody can." When asked what his next goal is, Jelly Roll smiled. "I'm still on the journey," he said. "The goal isn't to be skinny, it's to be happy and healthy. I want to live a long life with my wife, watch my daughter grow up, and keep making music that touches people." His story is one of resilience, love, and courage, a reminder that sometimes the scariest moments in life lead to the most powerful transformations. Conclusion: Jelly Roll's 200-pound weight loss wasn't driven by vanity or fame, it was driven by fear. But that fear turned into strength, and that strength turned into purpose. From a man who once doubted he'd see his 40s to a star inspiring millions to fight for their health, Jelly Roll's journey proves that no matter how dark the past, the future can always shine brighter. Or, as Jelly himself put it best,